All right, now we're here with the founder of the Schneider Cup race, Cal Conniff, and also Herbert Schneider, who is the son of the father of American skiing. And Cal, what was your idea when you founded the Schneider Cup 13 years ago?
Well, the New England Ski Museum, really needed a boost, and I looked upon Colorado ski country running a very, very successful golf tournament out there. And I started to think, what have we got that's really historic up here in the White Mountain? And I said, it's Mount Cranmore, and it's Hannes Schneider. And we should have a citizens race and honor Hannes Schneider and his family, and make a really, really nice event out of it. And here we are 13 years later and still going, so very proud of that.
Great. And over the years, we've had teams from Austria. We don't have them this year, but we have a 10th Mountain Division team most years, and the Army Warfare School from Vermont. So it's really been a patriotic event as well as a historic event.
Well, it's been very, very nice to have some of these fellows from the 10th Mountain Division coming here. We have a couple of guys, 3 of them really, that have been here for the 13 years and still racing. It's one fellow from Yakima, Washington, Nelson Bennett, who's 92 years old. He's out here today with his skis.
I hear he's 94, so he added 2 years on you, and he's still. And Herbert, you have been such an honored citizen of our community. The grace that you've always handled yourself, and how you've given back to the community. How is it for you to be here at an event every year, but that keeps the legacy alive of your dad and yourself?
Well, I can say that I am very grateful that the community and the ski museum have taken this occasion to honor my father's contribution to the sport of skiing.
But we're also honoring you, Herbert. I hope you realize that.
Well, thank you.
And you put up with me taking pictures of you all over Austria, so I thank you for that.
Well, it's one thing about it, that's for sure. You have improved since then. At that time it took you an hour to take one picture. Now you can do it one picture at a time.
And lastly, thank you. I wish my skiing could improve too as well. What do you think your father would think of the way the community remembers him? Would he be surprised? Would he?
I don't think he would be surprised, but he certainly would be very grateful that he is being remembered, because all I can say is when we got off the train 70 years ago, we never realized how nice the community this was here in Eastern Slope region, North Conway, and how well they accepted our family as part of it. And my father became a native very quickly, like 1st of April he'd be out there fishing with the guys with a pint bottle in the back, just like all you.
What would your dad think of the shaped skis and the changes in skiing technique? And I think you said oftentimes it's easier to ski now, right?
There's no question about it. It's easier skiing. He probably would appreciate anything that's happened to improve the sport of skiing and make it more popular as it is. He just probably never thought about it when he started 100 years ago, that this thing was going to end up to be such a popular enterprise or popular thing for people to do. And as he used to say, what else is there to do when there's snow on the ground?
Let's ski. And lastly, the second part of this year being the 70th anniversary of you guys, but also is the 70th anniversary of Tony Matt, your good buddy, shushing the head wall, and you were there.
I was there, yeah. I take credit for it because I was his manager. I carried this sandwich up. I carried his skins back down, his backs and all that. So as we climbed up the head wall, we were talking about it, and what are you going to do? And we said, well, he said, we're going to take 3 parallel Christies down. So off we went, and then as the races started, before the race started, I said, okay, Tony, I'm going to go up down the head wall to see what you're doing, what you're up to. So as I'm skiing the snowfield, all of a sudden, Tony comes by me and said, well, what's going on? Oh, he said the guy ahead of me wasn't quite ready, so they sent me instead. So of course I never got to see him just the head ball. But as he said, well, it happened like this, Herbert. I made my 3 turns before I got to the head ball and forgot about them. So I had to go nothing but go straight.
And the rest is history, 80 miles an hour. And,
Yeah, or whatever he did.
And he always said he was young, he was strong, and he couldn't turn.
That's
so.
right, as he said, yeah. He certainly was. He had better legs on him, you know, of course. Growing up in San Antonio in those days, you know, we had no car, so whatever we did, we had to hike, we had to walk. So only Nashville we were in better physical shape than I am right now.
And lastly, probably about 3 of us all right here, and Nick Howe care about this, but Nick Howe says he skied on Ericsson's over the head wall. Tony said Northlands. Can you shed any light on this historical tidbit?
Well, I'm not sure.
Because he broke his skis at on the Thunderbolt
He broke
Trail.
his skis in Mount Greylock race, and then
Hitting a
there
dog.
he got a pair of Grossfeld 5 skis. But for that, I'm sure that time my father was already connected with a technical
Northland.
advisor to Northland. That might have been the ski he had on his feet.
Guess we'll never know.